Refrigeration Efficiency Technologies has introduced an innovative line of products designed to maximize the efficiency potential of walk-in refrigeration units. These products include Frigitech, that dramatically reduces the energy needed to run the fan motors on evaporator coils. IndoCube introduces a significant reduction in compressor cycles, which extends motor life and increases efficiency. And introducing the cold stick into a refrigeration unit makes it possible to accurately monitor the food temperature. All of these products combined increase efficiency and extend the life of the equipment, all while creating a safer environment for your food or beverage. Here's how each technology works. The Frigitech controller works in conjunction with the new 2-speed EC motors that are far more efficient than the shaded pole motors currently found in most walk-ins. The concept is simple. Every walk-in box, for example, has at least one evaporator coil that will consist of multiple fans and fan motors. These motors run at high speed, consuming electricity 24 hours a day, but they don't need to. With the Frigitech controller, the fan motors will only run at high speed when the system's compressor is operating, which for most units is about 40% of the time. This means that for the other 60% of the time, the fan motor RPM can be slowed dramatically while still providing the necessary airflow in the box. This demo unit will clearly show the effectiveness of Frigitech. To the right is a fan being driven by a standard shaded pole motor. It's consuming about 149 watts. On the left is a new 2-speed EC motor. It is consuming about half the energy, or 76 watts. Now we will simulate the compressor off cycle. The Frigitech controller will slow the EC fan motor to 550 RPM, and it is now only consuming about 5 watts of electricity. That's right, 5 watts, when before it was consuming close to 150 watts 24/7. When you do the math, this amounts to an 80% reduction in power usage. And along with this comes a significant reduction of heat created in the box. The standard shaded pole motor will generate about 390,000 BTUs of heat a month, but the 2-speed EC motor with the Frigitech controller will generate less than 80,000 BTUs. This means less heat is released in the unit, allowing the compressor to run less and still maintain the desired temperature, again saving energy. For a refrigeration unit with 3 fan motors, the savings would look like this. Assuming the energy costs of about 13 cents per kilowatt hour, the cost to run the fan motors will go from $487 a year down to less than $80 per year. This is an 83% reduction in cost. Now, when you combine the savings of Frigitech with our other efficiency device called IndoCube, you maximize the potential of both products. You see, IndoCube works at creating greater efficiency and longevity with the compressor motor on your refrigeration units. Very simply, IndoCube fits over the thermostat bulb probe, encasing it with a substance approved by the NSF to accurately mimic the thermal properties of the most volatile food in your box. So now, rather than your thermostat causing your compressor to cycle based on rapidly changing air temperature, it is responding to a more stable food temperature. It's important to know that IndoCube was first invented by British scientists as a food safety product. But in the testing process, they realized it had 2 other important benefits. It saves energy, and it extends the life of the compressor. Because the compressor is now responding to the slower temperature variations of food rather than the rapid air temperature changes, the compressor cycle count is dramatically reduced. Here's a test where the cycle count went from 45 cycles in a 12-hour period down to just 18 cycles, also in a 12-hour period. That's a 60% reduction in cycles. The reduced cycle count will inevitably lengthen the life of the compressor motor, and like your car that gets better mileage on the highway than in the city where there are more starts and stops, the compressor motor uses less energy. After IndoCube is installed, we typically see between a 10 to 25% decrease in overall energy use, and this has been proven in multiple case studies. Now, to further complement IndoCube and Frigitech, we recommend our product Cold Stick. Cold Stick is a thermometer immersed in a substance that, like IndoCube, mimics the thermal properties of food and beverage. Cold Stick is installed inside your box and enables you to more accurately set the temperature of both your walk-in cooler and freezers. In some cases, your set point may be too high, jeopardizing your product, or set too low, which also may harm your product and increase your energy costs by maintaining an unnecessarily low temperature in your box. Commercial refrigeration accounts for nearly 20% of all energy used globally. It is clear that the combination of IndoCube, Frigitech, and Cold Stick are rapidly becoming core technologies of choice to reduce that percentage. Complementary, synergistic products are core to our philosophy of energy savings.